Hi guys, Neil here from Bookie Insiders. I want to take a look at the World Cup top goal scorer market, and the first selection I want to look at is Richarlison. He's priced 33 to 1 with Unibet and a few other places. Okay, so why do we like Richarlison? Well, for a start, he's got a decent return for the national team. He's got 17 goals in 38 appearances. Looking at his stats with the national team from all competitions, including friendlies, um, so this is since September 2018, he's averaged 0.67 goals per 90. That's off 0.56 xg per 90, and he's averaging roughly about 3 attempts on goal per 90, which are very decent numbers. Coming into the tournament, the last two friendlies Brazil played against Tunisia and Ghana, he found the net 3 times from a combined 100 minutes in those games. As well, for a top goal scorer, we're looking at players that are potentially going to net about 5 or 6 goals. So we want to be looking at the teams with the highest goal expectancies. Brazil would rank highest for goal expectancies in goal expectancy in the tournament overall. And generally you need a player that's going to have a deep run in the tournament, reach at least the semi-finals, and I think Brazil are more than capable of that. Also, their group, they have Switzerland, Serbia and Cameroon. The Switzerland game on paper, potentially low scoring. They have caused Brazil problems in the past, but the Serbia game, I think we can feel good about a high scoring game there. Stojkovic doesn't like to really adopt a negative game plan. It's not in his nature. And then the final group game against Cameroon could be a potential blowout. Brazil match up very well with African teams. In 2014, we seen them. I think it was a 4-1 win. Could have been more when they met in 2014. So yeah, I feel good about Richarlison at this price. So that's going to be a 1 unit bet on Richarlison at 33 to 1 with Unibet. Okay guys, next up is Morata for Spain. We're going to be taking him at 40 to 1. That's available Bet365 or Skybet. A few other places might be bigger. And it's going to be for a 0.5 unit stake, so a half unit going on to this. Why do we like Morata? Well, let's start. He's got 27 goals and 57 appearances for the national team. Luis Enrique likes him, although Luis Enrique is quite erratic with his teams. One constant seems to be Morata, centre forward. He trusts him. Looking at all games from September 2018, we can see Morata averaging 0.7 goals per 90. That's off 0.66 xg per 90, which is quite respectable. He's likely Spain's penalty taker. He's going to see a lot of minutes. And they've got a favourable group. They've got Costa Rica, Japan and Germany. Costa Rica and Japan teams Spain should be handling quite comfortably. And in Germany, they match up quite well with Germany. Germany play a high line, they leave a lot of space. Spain thrive in that kind of environment. We'll remember the 6-0 thrashing they handed them in the UEFA Nations League. Obviously this version of Germany is a lot better under Hansi Flick, but that's a game that could be very high scoring in my opinion. So yeah, I like Morata. He's going to see a lot of game time. Spain could make a run deep, and he's definitely going to be amongst the goals, so represents decent value for me. So 40 to 1, that's with Bet365 Skybet, and it's for a half unit. Okay guys, the final selection now for World Cup top goal scorer. It's going to be Luis Suarez, who's available at 130 to 1 with SBK. Suarez, as we know, he's moved from Europe back to Uruguay. He's been playing in the domestic league there for Nacional. Not being overworked massively like he would have been in Europe, so I think he's going to be coming into this reasonably fresh. He's played 14 times for Nacional and scored 8 times. He's expected to start in attack with Darwin Núñez. Suarez will be the designated penalty taker, and we can expect a deep run from Uruguay. We'll actually be hoping that they win the group and take advantage of the turmoil that's going on in Portugal right now. The whole Ronaldo situation has thrown a spanner into the works in the Portuguese camp, so they can hopefully take advantage of that. They also play Korea and Ghana, two teams they should be able to take care of reasonably well. They're really going to want to win this group to avoid Brazil. Brazil, providing there's no upsets, should comfortably win their group with 9 points. So finishing second for Uruguay won't be ideal. I mean, they're well used to playing Brazil, but they're not going to want to meet them. They'd much prefer to meet Serbia or Switzerland, who would be a likely opponent if they were to win the group. So with that in mind, I mean, don't expect Uruguay to take it easy on Korea or Ghana, even if their passage to the round of 16 is secure. Like with a second play, they're going to want to win the group, and goal difference can play a part in that. So yeah, it is I'm not going to lie, it's quite a long shot. Suarez still has goals in him. He when he puts on that shirt, he does what it takes to win, and we've seen that with the handball against Ghana and the bite on Chiellini. He will give absolutely everything, because retirement is looming. I know the pace is gone, but he can still score, and I like that he's on penalties. So yeah, bit of a long shot, but 130 to 1 with SPK or 125 to 1 with Unibet, and I'm going to be staking a quarter unit on Suarez. So just to recap then, we've got Richarlison at 33 to 1 with Unibet. That's a 1 unit bet. We've got Alvaro Morata for Spain at 40 to 1. That was with Bet365 and Skybet. We're staking half a unit on him. And then the last selection, Luis Suarez, we're going to be putting a quarter unit on him at 130 or 125 to 1 with Unibet. And if you like the content, please like and subscribe. I like making these videos. If you want to see more, it will help me out massively. Cheers.